Hello folks, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and talk about the inbound email service that is available in Salesforce. What is this inbound email service? Inbound email service is basically when we get an email from an external system to the Salesforce, the Apex class will process the emails. So whenever we get an email from an external system and you wanted to process those emails, means you wanted to go through that email and create a corresponding account for that email, or let's say you want to create a lead, so you can process those email, and we will be using this inbound email services to receive that particular emails and process them. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to create a class called file new apex class, and this particular class we can call it as create salesforce account inbound. So this is my class name. You can name it whatever you want. And this particular class needs to be global because we are using it from an external system. So this is going to be called as global. And this is the class, and this class needs to implement in a particular interface, and that interface name is called messaging.of inbound email handler. So this particular interface it needs to implement, and the method of this, there is a method in this inbound email handler that this particular class needs to implement. So you will see the error here that okay, you should implement the global interface method message inbound email result handle email. So this is the this is a particular method that we need to implement in this particular class. So I'll go ahead here and I'll say global messaging. This is the method dot of inbound email result. So this is the return type of the method, and the name of the method is handle inbound email, and this method takes two parameters. So messaging dot of inbound email comma the messaging dot of inbound envelope. So these are the two parameters that this particular method takes. So we're going to go ahead and create an object of the inbound email. Is equals to new of messaging inbound result. So just copy this one. So we're going to go ahead and create an object of this. So we're going to go ahead and look at the email that's coming to our system, and we're going to go ahead and capture the subject, the body of the email, and we wanted to go ahead and create a corresponding account in our Salesforce database for that. So let's say the whatever is the email from type, means the name from where the email address is coming, I wanted to go ahead and put that value into a variable called account name. And similarly, the email plain text body, or the body of that method, whatever it is, I wanted to go ahead and put it into a variable called account description. And similarly, the email subject that we are getting, I wanted to go ahead and put it into a variable called as industry. So these are the three variables that I've created, and they capture these three values from the email. Once I'm done with this, I wanted to go ahead and create an account using these variables. So I'll create a new account, and the name of the account will be whatever the value I received from the account in the variable. The description would be, the description field will be updated with this value. And similarly, the industry will be updated to this particular keyword industry. And once I've created an account, I wanted to go ahead and insert this particular account. And since this returns something, so I'll just make sure that it returns a null value. So this is the particular class that I have written. So this is a create Salesforce account inbound, which implements this particular interface. Since we implemented this interface, we has to implement a particular method. So this is the description about this whole class. Now what we need to do is we need to provide information to Salesforce that which external system are we getting the emails from. To do that, we'll go back to our setup. So we'll go up here to the setup, and in particular the search box, we will search for something called as email services. So this is the email services that you're going to see. Now you need to create an email service here. So let me capture the name of the class one more time. So I'll just go ahead and copy the name here so I remember. So creating Salesforce account is the service name, and the class that I'm going to use is the existing class that I just created, which is going to be this particular. So you can search this class and you got it here. Now once we do this, we need to make this active, and we're going to go ahead and click on save and new email address. Now once you do the save and new email address, here you need to provide the email that you're accepting from. So let's say I'm accepting from this external system. So you can provide the email address of whichever system that you wanted to receive an email from. So this is the email address that I'm going to go ahead and send email from, and they will come to this particular Salesforce Apex. So we're going to go ahead and click save. Once you do that, if you scroll down, you're going to see this email address here. So we're going to go ahead and copy this email address. This particular email address will be used as two email address, means we're going to send an email to this system. So this is the email address. So I'll go up here and I'll say new, and I'll send it to this particular email address, and the subject of this email is, let's say, hello Apex. And let's say we have because this was an industry, so we'll say technical. And similarly, we'll say hello Apex. This is an inbound email test. So this is going to be the description of that account. So we're going to go ahead and send this email. Let's see if we got an account added to our system or not. So once we do that, we're going to go ahead and click on accounts. And let's say we wanted to get for this week. So let's see what happens. So we'll go ahead and go here. So yeah, so there are two particular emails. I think one of them is an older one. So we're going to go ahead and send it to here. And I think this is the one that we just... No, this is the other one. So we'll go back to the other one because I've done a previous. So we're going to go ahead and see the second one. So the email that we have sent is this one. So industry got updated to technical, and hello Apex, this is an inbound email test. So from our email account, we are an external system. We are sending an email to the Apex, and Apex has gone through that email and created an account corresponding to that. So this is about the inbound emails messaging service. I hope you understood it, and please do the same example and follow the same exact steps, and you will be able to do the same thing. Okay, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much.